What's going on YouTube? It's your Schiller.com, aka the Professor on the Sticks. This commentary is about the College Football Minute. We had the SEC Championship game, along with all the other championship games. Alabama came out victorious. Ohio State put a stomping on Wisconsin. Florida State was able to prevail and hold up just enough on defense against Georgia Tech and survive like they have all year long. Oregon on Friday just dismantled a looked like undersized and overrated Arizona team. And so we had a chalk, between one through six, from Friday to Saturday, and this one I really want to break down. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you should. I posted who I thought was going to be the Final Four yesterday, and it all turned out to be true. We had Alabama 1, Oregon 2, Florida State 3, and Ohio State 4. I think the main reason why Ohio State's 4, not only did they beat Wisconsin pretty bad, but the committee kind of got bailed out with not really knowing what to do with the Big 12 teams. And there's two things I think, everyone's mad about the committee about the Big 12. If you're a TCU fan and a Baylor fan, you should be mad at the University of Texas and the Big 12 commissioner. You should be mad at Texas because a couple years ago they essentially forced Texas A&M out, and then Missouri left, and that means they only had 10 teams. And from their greed, essentially, what it was from. And with that, the Big 12 now only has 10 teams, so you have to have 12 teams to have a conference championship game. You don't have a conference championship game, and then the Big 12 commissioner comes out and says, "Oh, they're co-champs, and the winner of that head-to-head game is just the representative for the bowl appearances, but it doesn't mean that they are the Big 12 champion." And then also, the other people you need to, get mad at is if you're a Baylor fan. Like, look at your out-of-conference schedule. It's just so weak. It's pathetic. And, everything's in your hands. You lost the game. That means, it's out of your hands. And if you have that weak of a out-of-conference schedule, stuff can go the wrong way. In the next 5 years, I think your out-of-conference schedule is just so bad as well. And then with TCU, yes, they had they look good on paper. You would think they're better than Baylor, and just like Oregon lost to Arizona in the season, doesn't mean that Oregon wasn't the better team. They just happened to lose on that day. And I do think TCU is probably a better team than Baylor. But the biggest thing you take away from it all is the playoff committee. I feel like at the end of the day, they got it right. And once everything settles, we have Ohio State, Alabama, Florida State, Oregon, and then the winners of those two teams play a championship game. That's amazing. You get to look forward to two really good games, and then also the other 6 games that the bowl committee matched up. I believe it was 6 games with Georgia Tech, Mississippi State, which I wish that would have been Baylor, Mississippi State, and then TCU, Ole Miss. That's a really good game. So we have some pretty good matchups with, and there's a couple other teams I can't think on top of my head, but anyways, college football is better than ever, and my blitzes are just screaming, and it's going to be a really good bowl season. It's going to be really cool to see what happens, and Ohio State, I think it's a perfect matchup for Alabama to have to play Ohio State. That quarterback, he's about to get reamed. We're not as talented. This isn't the best Alabama team that we've had under the Nick Saban era. However, our defensive line is absolutely sick, and we're coming after you, Ohio State. Roll Tide. Hope you guys enjoy this little college minute. Let me know if you want me to talk a little bit more about college, and let me know what your opinions are on the top 4, and if that's why the Big 12 got left out of the championship.